that we're in. And now we are in California. So I've got some treats, some Los Angeles, California treats for you, but I'm going to embed them in a tune of mine. The tune of mine is called Thanksgiving, and it starts off in ancient Texas, and it makes its way up to 1960s, 70s New York. And after I do that, I'm going to start playing the LA tunes, so I'm curious to see who can spot the shout-outs. So away we go. Keep your ears peeled. the legendary Sting, not through music. Speaking of Hollywood, I was this kid and I was surfing the newly minted cable box back in the late 80s, and I happened to stumble around 10 p.m. unsupervised to HBO. And I saw this science fiction picture, and I'm a big comic book sci-fi fan, and I was like, this is not Star Wars. But I started watching it, and I was like, okay, cool. And pretty soon, I saw this guy, and he was cool, and he was scary, and he had this crazy hair, and it was orange. And I was like, wow. And so for the first time in my young life, I actually made a concerted effort to watch the end credits of the film so that I could see who was that. And so I see the character's name, and then I see Sting. And I was like, wow, he has one word name. And it's not Larry or anything like that, Sting. And so fast forward, my fascination and love of sci-fi and comics and stuff persists to this day. And during the pandemic, during lockdown, I ended up learning coding, believe it or not. And this past Halloween, I launched my first video game during the pandemic, which I spent here in LA, by the way. During the pandemic, I created the first jazz superhero. And I named the series Protect the Swing. So that is also the name of the video game, and it's available on Apple and Google Play. So we'll play the trailer after I finish, but in honor of Sting's inspiration for me as far as the sci-fi stuff goes, I want to play a couple of science fiction effects on the piano and then end off with this raging rock tune that I'm sure you'll all recognize. You've been a beautiful, marvelous, wonderful audience, and I appreciate you.